It's the kid Damaco Diggs. You're tuned into the biggest flex. So, let me start off by saying this. Shakur Stevenson is much bigger than I thought. He's much, much bigger than I thought. When I seen him in the ring Saturday night, I'm like, man, Shakur could fight at 147. Yeah, Shakur is much bigger than I thought. With that being said, Shakur is a great fighter. Definitely showed everybody who he was last night. Definitely set an example to show how good he truly is. Masterclass. And I know personally that Shakur Stevenson will beat Gervonta Tank Davis. And he will do it easily and convincingly. I say this because Shakur, he has so many different levels to his game. If he wants to fight on the inside, he can. He can do it with perfection. He can avoid getting hit. He can catch and shoot. And you see the way Tank had trouble with Lamont Roach on the inside, catching and shooting, catching hooks and uppercuts. Lamont Roach surprised me how good he was doing. And Shakur, he's much better at that than Lamont Roach. So Tank will have his hands full, sitting there in the pocket, going toe-to-toe with Shakur Stevenson. Because the head movement going to be there, the elusiveness going to be there, the catching and shooting going to be there, and Shakur's stiff right jab is going to be there all night, coming quick. And if Shakur decides to keep the distance against Tank, because Gervonta Tank Davis has short arms, that's a disadvantage for him. And if Shakur decides to keep the distance and just keep that stiff jab out there and decide to start fighting on the outside and stand elusive, that's really going to create problems for Tank Davis. Because Tank, he's the type of fighter that he will fight you and it'll seem like the fight is close. You almost don't know who's winning. It's looking like it's a good fight till it's not. To Tank just up and knock you out. But that's because Tank, he likes to set up traps. Tank likes to fight with you, get your rhythm, get your timing, and boom, out of nowhere, drop you, knock you out. See, Tank will set you up. He'll see you're throwing certain punches and doing certain moves. And when you do that certain move, you always duck back this way. When you throw that certain punch, you always duck back this way. When you throw that certain punch, you always duck back this way. So Tank gonna create something where he move this way and make you throw that certain punch so you can go back this way. And he gonna do it and okay, he threw it. He see it's working. He gonna do it one more time on you. Boom. And when he see you go there, he know you're gonna be there. He gonna meet you with a right uppercut. Boom. Drop you. You out of there. Lights out. That's the type of fighter Tank is. And Tank is going to be looking for that all night against Shakur. But it won't be there. Because there's going to be different levels to Shakur. If Shakur want to fight inside one round, outside the next. If Shakur want to stay on that back foot. If Shakur want to just live off the jab. If Shakur want to be on the front foot. Up in there. He can be comfortable any way he wants. And if Tank Davis decides to start pressuring Shakur, and Shakur start being elusive, Tank gonna find himself lunging in. And Shakur, I wouldn't say he gonna knock him out, of course not. But I will say Shakur gonna make him pay for it. So in the end, I see Shakur getting a 12-round decision. Because as I say, that time is just gonna run out on Gervonta Tank Davis because he's gonna be looking for something that's not there. The setup that he's looking for is never gonna be there. Not with Shakur Stevenson. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's the kid Damaco Diggs. Like, share, comment, subscribe. The biggest flex.